because I want to give us the next topic. We're going to update everybody on our builds. So, you know, we've been doing live builds. Cool builds. Last one, I don't know if you watched. It was a lot of fun. We built a 12-core Threadripper system. Brad and Lane are going to talk about what else is coming. Adam, I think too, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, first let's give because I know some people have been asking. You know, a little update on the Threadripper build. How's the testing going?
Well,
Gordon,
testing
without spoiling too much because it's a fun story. But
well, the testing was fine. I've been running. I have been running benchmarks. I ran Cinebench, Handbrake, did a bunch of stuff, and then I decided to clean up the wiring. Wiring was all cleaned up. Then we basically spent some time trying to interior design the colors on it.
No one could agree.
No one could agree. It was, you know, we were just like, what colors should the LEDs be? And I was like, that's why I wanted no LEDs, because it's better just to not. You can't make Vegas not tacky, right? So, and I did. Everything was fine. It'd been running for basically 3 days straight. I did a reboot and went into a boot loop and never came back. So I am trying to troubleshoot it at the moment. I've tried RAM, reseating CPU a couple times, video card, reseating that. But it is definitely in some kind of loop. And all I did, it had been running. Again, had been running for days. Even after the wiring cleanup, no problems. I did a restart. With the mouse, so not even physically touching anything, and never came back. So I'm trying to figure it out. Hopefully it's not something too catastrophic, but it does point out one of the problems with new builds, that usually new builds, they let go pretty early on. It's either immediately or within a few days that if something decides to blow up, some capacitor or some diode or something goes, it usually happens pretty early. So
yeah, so
it'll die. It'll die in a week, or it'll die in 3 years.
Right.
Plus.
So I don't know whether it's a motherboard or CPU. One thing I just sort of like, I had faith in the power supply. I really should just swap the power supply and graphics card just to make sure it's not those. But I'm almost certain it is not those things.
So yeah, we'll
I know someone else
keep
who said
testing
something like that recently too about a build they were having problems with.
Really? Who was it?
That was me.
Oh,
You already
It
forgot?
can't be the power supply.
No,
yeah, I know.
so yeah, we'll keep testing that. We promise we'll follow up with our details. Post a video to YouTube. We do have a question from Dave S on YouTube. Has Elena's wrist got better since the build? How's your wrist feeling?
Oh, thanks for asking. It is improving slowly. If you don't know, my cat and I had a severe disagreement one night, and so I've been just waiting for my hand to heal from that, and just it's coming along.
Yeah,
I have some gnarly scars right now, though.
Yeah, just look up Scary Movie 2 cat fight, and you will. That will.
That's a good one.
That's actually what happened, I think. So, except rougher than that.
So yeah, through the end of the year.
Sorry.
I love that movie. The Scary Movie series was great.
It's a good one. It's a good one. So yeah, through the end of the year, we have some builds planned. Coming up, we have one based off an article Brad did of Ryzen 3 box, which was pretty nice. We also have a Raspberry Pi build that Elena and I are doing, revolving around some sort of console launch. So Gordon is just gonna
exactly?
Just cover your ears, Gordon.
Yeah.
Cover
What is it
your
going to
ears.
do?
It's gonna play. It's gonna play some old school console games.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so nothing you know about. And then we actually have a good one that I'm excited for. We're gonna take on the Xbox One X and build a PC to kind of say, hey, instead of getting an Xbox One X, why don't you get this PC? We'll see if we can do it.
Or maybe not get this PC because of prices right now still because of mining. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
You could just say, well, we got ours. $4.99.
And then we're going to finish out the year with kind of the best of 2017's hardware build. So just the best of everything all in one box. So it should be a pretty monster build.
I see.
Just this morning, or last week it was, but I wrote it up this morning. Gigabyte teased that it's having a motherboard of unannounced type launching on October 5th. So there's a very good chance, I think, that those fancy 6-core Intel 8th gen parts might launch on the 5th. So we might need to squeeze one of those in the near future too.
What did they say exactly? Did they say?
Well, there was a rumor. It popped up on Reddit last week, the very beginning of last week, maybe the end of the week before, of a screenshot of an inventory system that had the 8700K set to launch on October 5th. And then over this weekend, Gigabyte had a picture of an unidentified motherboard that says October 5th, 2017, Supercharger Performance. What do you guys think this is?
Huh.
Yeah.
So
Also, I
with
really.
everything
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was just going to say also, I really dig these colors on the LEDs, and we should have used that for the color scheme.
Purple.
I agree.
Sorry.
It's nice.
Completely non sequitur. But just because it was an epic discussion when Gordon was figuring out what colors he wanted in his Threadripper build.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Long
Actually.
time for debating.
Well, we were setting the colors on the motherboard and the RAM and the sound card. So I think at some point it just said, forget it. This is just these colors. These colors are so bad. This is so tacky. I'm out. I'm out. I'm never coming back. It's just like, what?
But yeah. So, Brad, is this tweet still up from Gigabyte?
Yeah, it was as of 2 hours ago, my time. It was on September 9th, so it's been a couple of days.
Damn.
But it doesn't say what is, I mean, for all we know, it's like it's an awesome C270 board, right? I mean,
It very well could be, but between the previous leaks and rumors about October 5th possibly being the launch date, if you look at the picture, it only has the 4 memory slots. It doesn't have more, so it's probably not an X299 or X399 board. So it leans towards C370 to me.
was it Gigabyte or MSI that, and this is a little bit of a side chat here, but they actually, I don't know if you guys followed this, but they came out with a motherboard that specifically only supports KB Lake X. So it's LGA 2066. It's the big old fat socket that Skylake X is in. But for the, you know, what everybody has said is the confusing KB Lake X part. But they're like, look, we're going to make a board only for this CPU.
For
Only
the
for
3
KB Lake
overclockers who want one of these and don't mind getting a dumbed down CPU.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is, right? I mean, but it is. I mean that KB Lake X part, that thing will overclock like crazy. So. And I gotta say, and I should have brought it in here, but I have a Skylake X digital storm system, 4/7 all cores, so 8 core Skylake X, not a 10 core because you're probably not gonna hit 4/7 on all 10, but this is like 8 cores pushing 4/7. So I gotta imagine KB Lake X on a motherboard dedicated only to it, man, you're gonna be pushing low 5s, I would think, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, to Brad's point, do you really think that Gigabyte's going to make that big of a deal of it on their Twitter feed? Like, it's a very specific market you're talking about. Like, you know how we're talking about VR, sliver of a sliver? It's kind of like that realm.
Yeah, and 5 overclockers doing it. Yeah, I'm just saying we don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's clearly the worst kept secret in the world, right? So there's a lot of controlled leaks, I think, right now because Intel. I think they want to push back against Ryzen, so that's why we're seeing all these leaks.
Right, where accidentally the boxes appear.
Yeah, accidentally on purpose, right? And it's just kind of, it's coming, right? Clearly, a six core Coffee Lake part is coming, or whatever the heck it's called. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't even know what it's called. Right? Is it 8th gen part? I don't know.
I mean, I think it's 8th gen, but we just don't know what architecture it falls under.
Yeah, to me, we don't know till we find out. We can say, but to me, it doesn't matter. It just matters about price, I think. So, but yeah,
True. So let's wrap up this this talk of upcoming PC builds by saying, stay tuned. We will make event listings on YouTube for when you can chime in. You can actually set a little reminder on YouTube to say, hey, ping me when they go live. Yeah, when you make it a live event. So we'll be doing that. We also are making stories on PC World, so you check it out. And one last thing on this, unless you guys have anything, if there's anything that you want to see next year, we're starting to kind of slot in stuff for next year. If there's anything you want to see, tweet at us, and say, hey, what about this kind of build? I think it would be cool to see Gordon drink a bunch of beer and do this kind of build. A lot of people did enjoy your beer drinking, Gordon.
Ultra budget with integrated graphics.
Yeah, ultra budget. Do they want to see his speed build? That's what I kind of wonder if people just want to see build it as fast as you can kind of stuff.
Like a race?
Not necessarily a race.
No, I think we should race. I kind of like that.
You
Yeah.
mean the opposite of our last build?
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I don't know what's wrong with people because that is a way to build a system. It's just kind of like
Yeah.
hang out, drink beer, and like.
It's like cast that fishing line and just.
Do you want to
wait
go
see
back
what
and
comes
sit in your cubicle and work? I mean, what the hell? You want to go back and do work? What is wrong with people? I don't understand. What's that's just like they have the wrong philosophy on building a PC.
Nice.
Just waste as much time as you could possibly do on it.